Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Huge updates have come out. Basically the whole create a class system was revamped and some people are even calling this World War II remastered. So I know a lot of people are confused with the best class setups, best divisions. I'll be doing some specifically for guns as I experience and play with these more. But for today I have the top 5 class setups right now for right after the update. Now of course as the game updates and stuff and the meta shifts, these can change. But right now, if you're to log on, any of these class setups are going to do an amazing job for you. So if you guys could smack a like on this video, let's go and go for 280 likes. That'd be amazing. Smack that like button and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I would really appreciate that. Let's get into this, cover everything you guys need to know. First class setup. This is a class setup that you've seen before, but it's now changed because infantry hunker with a good assault rifle has always been amazing, but infantry has changed, all right? So with infantry now, you get the additional primary attachment, which now has become 4 attachments instead of 3 because 3 is now the default. You have a second pistol attachment and the ability to swap weapons faster. While aiming down sights, you have less idle sway and you can move faster while aiming. You don't have those extra magazines or whatever it was back that was on the other infantry. And you don't have the bayonet, but this is a great class setup. So with 4 attachments, I run the STG, which is like one of the top assault rifles. Right now it's between STG and BAR. A lot of competitive players are going with STG right now. With the red dot, with the dot that I use on this one is Spec. I just think that's the best still. I run grip, extended mags, and advanced rifling. 4 attachments are amazing. Next thing I run for my basic training, this is just the first class step. I got some insane ones coming out later. Hunker. You still need Hunker on this one because grenades are still strong, even with a 10% nerf. Hunker, of course, early grenade warning, take less explosive damage, and you can throw, you can pick up grenades and throw them back. The fuse resets. You also have 2 attachments now in the secondary. So I run with the tactical knife and the extended mag. So I don't have a bayonet, but I do have a tactical knife, which I can swap too fast, and I do have Semtexes as well as stun grenades. So as you can see here, the weapon swap is pretty much instant right there. Look how quick that is. And of course, then I have the tac knife right here, which means one-shot knife kills at close range. This is what is really going to help me out. If I'm walking into if I see someone I want a knife, it's just a boom, boom. Takes half a second, but it is a really good class setup. And of course, the STG with the spec dot. Spec dot looks beautiful. That's the first class setup I have for you guys. Second one here. This is probably the most overpowered class setup in the game as of right now. Armored is a joke. It's overpowered as so overpowered, and so is Blitzkrieg, which I'll talk about in a second. Armored division. Let's talk about this, all right? Take less explosive and fire damage. So flak jacket and those fire shotguns are not going to burn you to death. Immune to shell shock. Your screen doesn't shake crazy, and tactical equipment, stun grenades, all that. You're literally immune. Increased bullet penetration through surfaces, so a free FMJ, and reduced flinch. I don't know what they were thinking with this. Obviously, they were trying to make this the new overpowered one because it was underused. This is now the best division, armored. It's insane. Look, less flinch, FMJ, tac mask, flak jacket. That's basically what you get. It's insane. Of course, you don't get the strafing ability you have from infantry, and that's why I run it with an SMG. PPSH, still probably the best SMG. Pro players use it. Extended mags, grip, advanced rifling. That advanced rifling is a major key on an SMG. Really can be super helpful. Now, of course, the rest of these setups are pretty much the same down the bottom. Semtex, stun grenade, I stick with those. I stick with this is actually just the machine pistol. I just have a variant for it. It's just the machine pistol with extended mags. As far as the basic training, Blitzkrieg is amazing. First of all, this is brand new. Streaks are earned by kills instead of score, and streaks are improved, and you get to select a 4th streak. So streaks are earned by kills is a major key, because in Domination, which is my favorite game mode, the game mode I play the most, 50 points per kill, now it doesn't matter. You're going based on kill instead of points. And streaks are also improved, and you get 4 streaks. So if you see here, if I go to score streaks, you can see here what you can do. You have 4 streaks available. So literally in Domination, you can run something like this. You can actually run like a UAV into, maybe you want to run a fighter pilot for consistent damage, into a paratrooper carpet bomb. This would be unattainable in Domination before, but as of now, Recon Aircraft is 4 kills and it lasts 5 seconds longer. Fighter Pilot is only 5 kills. Strafing Run is better. Also, it comes in, it's a longer and it comes in a higher altitude. You get an extra Paratrooper, it's 12 kills to get. Carpet Bomb, and you get 4 bombs. So now Domination is actually playable with streaks. Of course, you can mix this up. If you want to run low streaks, this is another combo I like to run. The low Recon, counter, fighter pilot, glide bomb is amazing with this class setup, and 6 kills to max out, and then you're cycling through. Really insane. I think Blitzkrieg is something that if you're complaining about the streaks not being good enough or stuff like that, which a lot of people are complaining about, especially in domination and other game modes, this fixes your issue. Armor division is amazing. This is my go-to class setup, one I've been playing with the most since this update came out a couple days ago. Next, Mountain Division. Mountain Division was also revamped. Now you can make a complete stealth class with Mountain Division, and the reason for that is because Silencer or Suppressor is now an attachment. So Mountain Division, what it gives, you're invisible to enemy UAV and controlled streaks. Fighter pilot, glide bomb, chopper gunner, whatever, that ball turret gunner. Killed enemy death locations are hidden. That's not as a big deal as you think it would be. Most people don't even pay attention to that. I mean, I need to start paying more attention to that because, you know, I'm a pretty good player at this game, and that's something that's very minuscule. No name or reticle change when enemies aim at you. That can be good against noobs. Noobs can aim in on you and think that you're on their team. And then, of course, silent movement. This is the ultimate stealth class because now you throw on the suppressor, which is now an attachment. You have to toggle it on and off, but of course, reduces your weapon sound and you remain hidden from the radar, and you're fully stealthed out. I love this SMG class setup. Suppressor, extended mags, grip. Make sure you put the suppressor on. Mounted, you're 100% stealth with this class setup. And the only way they're going to get you is if they see you with their eyes. That's literally it. Everything else you're off of the map for, I think. Maybe not espionage, but 99% you're off of the map. And this is when I also use the new basic training, which is clandestine. Clandestine is awesome. What it is slain enemies drop intel packs that reveal nearby hostiles, and at the start of each life, intel pink. This is great on a small map. Of course, this class up, you are prone to nades, so you want to use this one more on maybe something that's not as nade friendly. Maybe like London Docks if you're moving around the sides, it could be good, even though a lot of maps are nade friendly on this game. Clandestine. So what an intel ping is basically like it drops a pack, like a scavenger pack, but when you run over it, it pings your map and gives you like a portable radar, I guess is what reminds me of from MW3. That was like my favorite thing back, MW3 was a great game. Pings right there, and you can see where people are on the map. Definitely very good because this class up, you're stealth, but you're getting notified where they are. So it's the best of both worlds, and I really do enjoy this class setup. Really, really awesome. You know, this is the Hannah Montana class setup. The best of both worlds. Mountain, clandestine. I love this one. Next class setup is Airborne. Now, Airborne is different now. Airborne was probably one of my most used. Now, this is what Airborne gives you. You get to fire guns while sprinting and diving. So you have like Gunslinger. You can reload while sprinting. You can climb over obstacles faster and no damage from falling. And you sprint faster over time because, of course, everyone has unlimited sprint. So I use this with the Type 100, which I think is one of the most overpowered guns in the game right now, with rapid fire extended mags quick draw, because this gun does not need to grip. And I'll probably make like a top 5 guns video too, because so many things have changed. I haven't done one of those in a while as well. People always seem to enjoy them. Hunker I use on this one because this is where you want to get down and dirty and like maybe like in Point du Hoc or something like that. Because with this class setup, as you can see, when I'm running, I have Gunslinger. Look at that. My gunny is ready. And if I would need to pull up on someone, boom. Pretty much instant. Boom. The speed where it comes from out of sprint into I'm aimed down sight at you is amazing. Then, of course, you can just literally start shooting right away. There's no delay on that. Absolutely amazing. You can also reload while sprinting, which can be a gift and a curse. But this setup is amazing on a pretty amazing gun. I like this. This is my new rushing class setup. Let's go to. Next one here is going to be another assault rifle class setup. Now, this is if you don't want to run infantry and you want to switch it out for armored as the division, but then you need to run scoped. The reason why scoped is because it allows you to aim down sights faster. You know, when I'm aim down sights, I need to be able to strafe back and forth like this. Without scoped, you really can't strafe at all near this speed, which, you know, personally, if you don't care about that, I guess you could run a different basic training, but I really value strafe speed, especially on assault rifles. So with armored, this basically makes me immune to everything. With an assault rifle. But with the other infantry one, with Hunker, of course, you're going to take less from nades. But this is what I would use if you're playing on like a map with a bunch of shotgunners, using the fire stuff, and people using stun grenades, which of course everyone now gets a stun or a tactical as well as a lethal. So I think this is like your anti-BS class stuff. Of course, if you don't care about the strafing, you could go ahead and you could literally run Blitzkrieg on this class setup as well. But then you'll see my strafe. Look at that. I'm strafing like a grandpa on this one. So that's the, I guess you could say, the opportunity cost of what you want. Me personally, I prefer scoped, which is how you get scoped, is of course from prestiging the infantry division. And then my secondary here, I run the machine pistol with the extended mags. It would be, you don't have as quick as a weapon switch because you don't have that infantry. It still comes out fairly quickly, and the machine pistol can do some good work for you at close range. Of course, you don't have the bayonet or anything on this class setup. This is more of a, protecting yourself from the nades and explosives in the game. So these are my top 5 class setups as of right now. I really do think that Blitzkrieg and the Armored Division are just changing the game, and I really do like this new update so far. One thing that people mentioned in my comments, and I've also mentioned this before, and I think it's true, I wish that scoped wasn't a basic training and it was just like stock as an attachment. I think that could have really made this update a little bit better. But other than that, this update is pretty amazing. And these are your top 5 class setups right now. Get on, use these setups. They are all amazing in their own right. You have your AR, this is your traditional setup. You've got your overpowered class setup, your stealth setup, your rushing setup, and your anti-BS setup. That's what I'll name them. There you guys go. Thanks for watching. Smack a like on this video if you guys could. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'd really appreciate that. And that's about it, guys. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.